This is the Monongahela 200 like you've never seen it before. Are you ready for the cold? Welcome to Journey Beyond Overland, the place where adventures begin. My name is Chris, and along with my husband Bill and our dog Rourke, today we're setting off in our JK and our off-road trailer to enjoy our second day of snow wheeling along the Monongahela 200. Trying to stay warm up there, bud? Because it looks like it was cold enough last night. Your water froze. Now that is definitely ice. So here's this morning's camp. Probably about 6:30 in the morning, maybe 6:45 by now. And within the hour, we had eaten breakfast, packed up camp, and we're ready to move on with our exploration of the Canyon Rim Road along the M200. Canyon Rim Road is an 8.6-mile track that's generally easy to drive. But keep your eyes out because there are two pretty serious washouts, a handful of significant mud holes, and a couple of small water crossings along the way. Several miles of this road are perched on the side of a ridge overlooking the rugged Blackwater River as it carves its way almost carelessly through some of the most spectacular wilderness in West Virginia. If you happen to be looking for dispersed camping in the area, the Canyon Rim Road has a couple of well-placed spots along the route. And given the dearth of vehicle traffic on this road, it's likely that you'll find one of them open. Canyon Rim isn't just well known for its 4x4 trail. It also has several hiking trails with creeks and waterfalls to explore.
Do you know what the Jeep said when I started him up this morning?
What did he say?
I am Jeep.
I filmed that.
You did. That's your fault.
Good morning. I am Chris with Journey Beyond Overland, and we are here out on our second day of
Iceland.
It's been a little bit cold. This is not the Monongahela 200 like you've likely seen it in other videos. This is snow and ice and cold and wind, and it's gorgeous.
An example of how cold it was, our trailer brakes are frozen. We had to drag them down the trail, and then suddenly they popped free. Thank goodness.
Thank goodness one wheel was not turning at all. But it does feel a lot like Iceland, as Bill just said.
It sure does.
We are on Canyon Rim Road. We just left our camp on Canyon Rim and are headed up toward the first washout on Canyon Rim. There's an overlook up here. We'll see whether there's any view today or not. It looks like there might be a lot more view today than there was yesterday after flying the drone this morning. And then we've got a fire tower, and then we're just going to see how far we get. Our plan is to try and make it all the way down to some nice campsites in the Mauer Track tonight. We'll see how far we get. So Bill, where are we?
The big washout.
The big washout. Washout number 1 right here on the map. And we're going to go see what it looks like.
See how the trailer negotiates that?
Yep. So this is the first washout just behind me. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell. I'm walking around talking to the camera. You got a creek running through, and basically comes up and down and through the creek. Last time we were here, this washout was too difficult for the JK at that point in time. It's definitely gotten easier over the last few years, and we ended up having to go up this way, right here behind me, and up through. It was an easier way to get around, an easier bypass for this washout. But today, we're going to drive this washout, see how it goes. Whoa!
I had to try twice. You saw me back it up the hill. Up here was the problem when we slid off the edge.
Can't imagine why you slid off the edge.
It might have happened whether I'd have kept going or not. I mean, as slippery as it is.
It is. Because here's the edge over here.
Is that where that back tire dropped down over?
It sure did. I don't know if you can really tell the depth here, but I don't want to walk on it because I'll fall on my rear end. It's probably about half the height I am. This is why I'm really glad I wasn't standing there.
I don't know how in the world it crawled up out of there.
I'm impressed it did. So maybe now you can see over here.
I'll stop making fun of the STT pros in the snow. They've been doing pretty good.
They have been doing pretty good. Well, you ready to keep going, or are we going to be stuck here all day?
Yeah, and you need me to drive through again so you can get better shots?
Absolutely. Let's go for it.
Please.
Overlanding during the winter is not for everyone. It's snowy, it's cold, it's icy. The likelihood is you're going to feel wet half the time, freezing the other half of the time, and occasionally you're not going to be able to feel your fingers or your toes. But getting a little uncomfortable on a winter adventure usually makes the experience that much more memorable. The snow and the cold wraps the entire world around you with an extraordinary peace that you can feel. That cacophony of birds and bugs that sing along the trails during the summer are utterly silent. And the trees flocked with snow or rimed with ice make you feel as if you've stepped into the pages of some forgotten story that has yet to be told. Slip.
It ain't loop. The top one, if I had to guess.
This is the Canyon Rim Overlook. It's a really short walk down here. It's definitely worth seeing. The last time we drove this, we had no idea this was even here, so I'm really glad it got pointed out to us this time. What do you think, Bill?
Super frosty.
It is a little frosty. You can see all the frost on the trees. It is really beautiful out here. Cold, but really beautiful.
Thank goodness for diesel heaters.
Oh my goodness, even the ones that don't work as well as we'd like them to.
Yeah, it leaks a little bit, but it keeps us warm.
I'm not worried about the leak. I'm worried about I felt like it was 40 in the tent last night instead of 70.
Oh, it's fine.
Oh, all right. Oh, that's hysterical. Finding this here is really hysterical because I have 2 of these at home. I seem to have misplaced both of them, and I was really sad I couldn't find one. Well, I just picked one up off the trail. So this is that second washout where the culvert pipe has pretty much been torn up. Be careful because the further you go on the passenger side, there's a really sharp break. Looks like people have been driving over on top of it, and people are scraping on it, rubbing on it, breaking it down even further, but it's very, very sharp. Just be aware of it. If you're wondering why people might favor the passenger side right here, that's because the far side has a drop-off of a couple of feet down into the creek. You just can't see it very well in this video. Not far after the second washout, you'll find the end of Canyon Rim Road, and then you have a choice. Do you go right down to the main road staying on the M200, or do you instead turn left and take a small detour up to see the Olsen Tower? We opted for the addition of that tower, and wow, can I tell you, I am ever so glad we took that opportunity in the snow. Stop and take picture after picture, but it just doesn't do it justice. Down it goes. And there's Black Jeep. All the way down there. In case you're wondering, yes, heights make me nervous. Thankfully they don't paralyze me, they just make me a little queasy, but for some reason, I'm still ridiculous enough to keep seeking them out in the hope that maybe one day it won't be so bad. Who knows when that'll be. But at this point, I am now firmly back on the ground. The Olsen Fire Tower is about 2 miles away from the asphalt on State Route 48, where you hang a left to stay on the M200 headed towards Parsons. And Parsons is a great place to stop and get gas or anything else you might need before continuing on, because this is about the last asphalt you're going to see in quite a while. But along with that asphalt and the increased speed, sometimes you encounter new issues. So what's going on, Bill?
Yeah, I'm getting a little death wobble because we have snow packed on our front wheels.
So what are we going to do about it?
I think I'm going to just let it ride. There it comes. Getting ready. Here you go. Film it.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
So we got to keep it at 40. No more.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So we can get the snowpack out of the wheels.
Some of these tire tracks looks like they might have chains on them.
That's not encouraging. This 4,700-acre research area in the Monongahela National Forest was established in 1934 and named for pioneer forester Bernhard Fernow. The area was specifically created as an outdoor laboratory for studies on silviculture, hydrology, soil science, and climate change, with long-term data collection on forest health and water quality as its primary goal. Research studies in this beautiful piece of woodland began in the 1950s and continue today. And thankfully, this isn't just a research laboratory. This is a place where you can drive and enjoy this scenic woodland. We are now in the Fernow Experimental Forest area. This is beautiful. I mean, it's an easy road. It's a little bit slick today, a little bit icy today, but it's a beautiful road through the woods here. A lot of little waterfalls. We haven't been stopping to take a lot of pictures because, quite frankly, we're not sure if we're going to get our momentum started again and get back up that hill. There are a lot of roads back here. It's really great to have a route. The other thing it's really great to have, Brad, you and your friends, thank you so much, because again, we're following your tire tracks probably from yesterday, and it gives us a lot more confidence knowing somebody's already been through here and we know we can do this. So thanks so much for giving us some tracks to follow. Once you leave behind the Fernow Experimental Forest area, you'll return into the vast ecosystem of over 900,000 acres of the Monongahela National Forest. The forest was first established in April of 1920, and today it includes over 500 miles of hiking trails, 23 campgrounds, and 17 picnic areas. It also includes the highest point in the entire state of West Virginia, Spruce Knob, rising to 4,863 feet. The elevations in this part of the forest don't even come close to reaching the lofty height of the nearby Spruce Knob, but even catching a glimpse of the local 2,400-foot mountaintops nearby is an experience that reminds you just how small we all are compared to the God-created natural wonders of the world. Beyond Sugar Camp Road, you will encounter the aptly named River Road, which offers exquisite views over the Shavers Fork of the Cheat River, one of the highest rivers in the eastern United States. This rugged and remote tributary is home to some of the best trout fishing in the area. And if you're lucky, you might even catch a glimpse of one of the elusive resident eagles. I don't know if you can tell from scale. Those are taller than I am. This is just beautiful. I mean, really. They're twice my height. This is really, really awesome. This is a beautiful place with the snow and the ice, and I'm sure it would be beautiful in the summer too, but wow.
He's aired down, you can see the squish of the tires.
Well, it's a good thing he's aired down. I can't imagine trying to bike up this. He's like, man. Yeah, I think that's a hard no for me. What about you, Bill?
Well, sometimes I wonder if we're masochists. No, I think he is.
Guess that's one way of putting it.
Yeah.
So this is the road up to Bickle Knob. It's just a little snowy today. But beautiful. All this has just been so beautiful. It's just surreal. Just please don't slip off or down or yeah. Makes me nervous, man.
It's a handful.
Yeah. There's a reason I'm not driving. It's a beautiful view. I saw there's a fire pit right there. It's beautiful. Bickle Knob lies just a touch over 4,000 feet in elevation. When Bill and I visited this place, the snow swallowed almost every sound on the mountainside, except for the crunch of our shoes as we walked the 5 minutes to the Bickle Knob Observation Tower. This tower was built in 1933. How tall is it? I haven't the slightest idea, but it's significantly shorter than Olson, and a great place to start trying to climb a tower if you're a bit leery of heights. Bill does not do towers, so he's at the bottom. My lungs don't love towers, but the views, they're so worth it. Whew. This is a short one. Tell exactly where the elevation changes just enough, because if you look, you can see where the edge of the frost line is, where the trees have been rimed over with ice and snow and just fairyland up here. This is really an amazing place. I've never seen it at this time of year, and it's just that much more beautiful, that much more magical up here. There he is.
See the sun out there.
Yeah, every now and then I'll see a glimpse of the sun come through. So you're not coming?
Nope.
Not even one flight?
Nope. There's a grade card here on this tower if you want to look at that.
Is it an F?
Well, it has failed due to no lightning protection. It has a caution because of corrosive hardware and members. And it has a green for foundation damage. It's very hard to read.
So we're good with foundation damage, no problems there, but we have corrosion on the hardware and the structure. This is 2023's review. And you said danger because of what? No lightning protection.
Correct.
Which is funny because there's an antenna up there, but I don't know what it's for, whether it's lightning or something else. After coming down the mountain off the far side of Bickle Knob, you'll encounter another small stretch of asphalt winding its way through a dot on the map called Weimer. Don't expect any services here. And then you're going to take the road up Middle Mountain. We are now coming down off of, I think it's Middle Mountain, towards Laurel Fork Campground. This is actually a really great time of year to drive this. Just make sure you know your rig, you know your capabilities, because if there's snow on the ground like there is today, it's beautiful, it's wonderful. You can see through the trees to all the mountains beyond because the leaves are all gone. Make sure you've got the ability to self-recover. Make sure you have emergency communications because there's not always cell signal out here. And there are plenty of places to end up in a ditch where you may not be able to pull yourself out, even with a winch. So just be aware, but otherwise this is probably about the perfect time of year to drive this, so you can see everything through the trees. Well, I guess I could understand why some people might like those beautiful fall colors too. So we are now coming across a more field section, agricultural section, down towards Osceola. There's some really deep drifts here. Those fences and those open fields and meadows just make some crazy drifts. I probably can't say it enough. I need a thesaurus today because you can only say beautiful so many times. It is magical, it's beautiful, it's wonderful, it's awesome, it's just really cool to be out here in the snow and see how amazing this world is. And it's painted with all this white and flocked trees with white and the icicles and ice rime on the trees. And what do you think, Bill?
That covers it.
I'm being a little too verbose, is that what you're saying?
The only thing I could think of was supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. You haven't said that yet.
No, I definitely haven't said that. I don't know if that really defines this. It's better than that.
Yep.
So we're debating where we're going to camp tonight. We found a section that says that it is available for dispersed camping, though we've seen places like that before that don't actually have campsites, so we're going to check it out. But this is also right along the route from Monongahela 200, and much to our surprise, the Virginia state line is also here, so we had no idea we were going to be driving all the way into Virginia, but welcome to Virginia.
Uh-oh.
What?
You're supposed to keep it on. Stupid.
It is on.
Oh, curvy road ahead.
I think it's been a curvy road all day. So we've been driving on this segment of the M200 that Onyx has marked that it is legal for dispersed camping here. But as we discovered in Colorado, just because it's legal to dispersed camp in a specific area does not mean you're actually going to find a site. So we're still driving, we're almost out to the edge where we're going back into West Virginia, and it is no longer marked as legal for dispersed camping. And we're still without a campsite for the night, so we're not sure how far we're going to end up having to drive tonight to find something. What I can tell you is that if you are hoping to make it all the way from Canyon Rim to the Mauer Tract in one day, you're going to have to skip something, because even if we weren't slowed down by the snow and the trailer, and even if we had been an hour or two up Canyon Rim, I don't believe we could have made it all the way without skipping something or without just burning through everything and not actually getting to see any of it. So just be aware that the distance may be a little bit further than you anticipate.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather take our time and see the waterfalls or see Olsen Fire Tower, go up to Spruce Knob. I mean, that's the point of the trip. Why blaze through here and say, hey, I just did the Monongahela 200 without seeing those things?
Right.
So that's what makes it cool for me.
But there are very few there are no actual marked campsites in this area for the M200. There are many, many National Forest campgrounds. We did pass one, the Spruce Lake one. We talked about stopping there, but honestly, I don't know whether it was open or not. I think one of the gates was closed, but maybe the other loop was open. So we went by, and it was kind of early when we were going through there, but we may have gotten into an area where there really just isn't a lot of camping, and we're just going to have to figure it out. Thankfully, a couple miles up the road, we found this, a specifically marked dispersed campsite, which we were more than happy to stop and investigate. That should be good. Does that feel better? So we're a little bit off the road and we'll have room to set that up.
I like this spot.
I like this spot too. It's actually very, very pleasant. They've got a picnic table out here.
Here it is, random spot.
Well, and it's even marked.
So this is as level as it was last night. I can make it perfect if you would like me to go.
You do not need to make it perfect.
But that's where it was last night, remember?
You do not need to make it perfect. I'm happy with just a little bit of elevation at the head.
I mean, that just tops the day off. It really does.
This
to
was
find a nice,
perfect timing.
Quiet spot.
Thank you, God. So if you notice, we've got a bunch of snow and ice kind of packed in here. Bill thinks that's what's making us get that little bit of a death wobble.
It's probably from the drift. See it all up in there, too.
Oh, yeah. Let me get that.
From the drift shot we got.
Yeah, it probably is from the drifts.
Here we go.
And now Bill's going to come down and get rid of the snow out of here.
It's on the valve stem.
It is on the valve stem.
There's
That's
a crap
funny.
ton back in here.
Is there? Oh, yeah, you can see how that would off balance.
So it worked the last time I did this, so hopefully it'll work again.
I hope so, too. We'll find out in the morning when we hit some pavement.
Anything over 38 mile an hour is like wobble, wobble, wobble.
Yep.
But just that little bit, isn't that silly?
Yep.
And I could see it being only on one side that would cause it too.
Yeah, definitely, because he said this side's not bad.
There's really nothing in here.
Nope, that one's actually pretty clean.
Yeah, well, hopefully we'll find out tomorrow that everything's fine.
Guess the drift wasn't on this side.
Nope.
After setting up our tent, gazelle, and then a nice blazing hot fire pit in that gazelle to keep us both warm, we got down to making dinner and settling in for the night. So how's your dinner, Bill?
Super good.
Super good?
Yep.
Quick and easy, isn't it?
Mashed potato, beef bowl.
Baby dog thinks it's his.
Baby dog already got some.
Yep, he did. So, Bill, what is the most disturbing thing about this campsite to you?
The sketchy, icy road that we have to leave on.
No. Something else you just asked me about.
Possibility of a bear, or as they say in Virginia, a bar.
No. Try one more thing that you just asked me whether I verified that this place has or does not have.
Signal, so I can talk to all my friends on social media.
Does this campsite have signal?
Absolutely not.
None.
That's the reason
Nada.
I'm standing here staring at the fire. Or sitting here staring at the fire.
There you go. And with day 2 of the M200 now behind us, now all we had to do was look forward to what was likely to come on day 3. If you're still watching, make sure to drop a comment down below and tell us what your favorite part of the M200 has been so far. And if you're still watching, you ought to hit that like button, because if you've watched 33 minutes of this, I really hope you've enjoyed it. If you're not subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next installment of this adventure. And in the meantime, until we see you again, thank you so much for all of your patronage and your encouragement, and make sure to go out and find your own adventure.